Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another deep dive. And today we're talking about
chaos.
Chaos, yeah. A little bit of chaos in the featherweight division.
Little bit.
Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
You know, it's on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
He is the champion.
He is.
But he's already looking
at the next
challenge.
The next mountain.
So we're gonna dive into Ilia Topuria and all the chaos that is surrounding him.
Absolutely.
So obviously we know how dominant he's been.
Yeah.
You know, I think he really burst onto the scene.
Oh, for sure.
When he beat Volkanovski.
Yeah. I mean, those two back-to-back wins against Volkanovski and Holloway.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a changing of the guard.
Right.
I mean, it was like, all right, the old kings are gone.
Exactly.
And the new king has arrived.
Yeah. And he made it look easy.
He made it look too easy.
Which is scary.
Which is terrifying.
Especially for the rest of the division. So he wins the title. And then, very quickly, starts talking about lightweight.
Well, he says he wants to be a double champ.
Yeah.
You know, he's already conquered this division.
Right.
Like, what else is there for him to do here?
He wants a new challenge.
Wants to go up.
And he thinks he can do it at lightweight.
He believes in himself.
Right.
Which is great.
But hasn't he also said that he doesn't want to vacate the featherweight title yet?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where it gets interesting, right?
It's almost like he's playing chess.
A little bit with the UFC.
Maybe trying to use it as leverage.
To get a better deal.
To get a better contract.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, who knows?
Who knows what's going on behind the scenes?
It's definitely a power move.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It's a statement.
Like, because historically, champions haven't really had a lot of sway.
Right.
In matchmaking.
They've kind of just been told, this is who you're going to fight.
But he's on such a tear.
Ugh.
And he's got so much hype behind him.
Yeah, he's the hottest name in the sport right now.
He's kind of changing that.
Well, and think about what happened when Conor McGregor jumped up weight classes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they
shook things up.
Shook things up for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's kind of what we're seeing here with Topuria.
And of course, you know, all this uncertainty, it leaves all the contenders in this weird
limbo. Yeah.
You know?
Like, what do you do?
Like Diego Lopes.
Yeah.
He's out there saying, hey, if Topuria moves up, let me and Volkanovski fight for the vacant title.
Yeah, that was his suggestion. Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm ready.
But is he really the next guy in line?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like, there's so many other guys.
There are so many other killers.
In that division.
Who
are rightfully going to be like, hey, what about me?
I deserve a shot.
And of course, then there's the whole Volkanovski rematch.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the fight everybody wanted.
Yeah. Before all this happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I guess. What do you think? Is the biggest takeaway from all this?
I mean, I think it's just another example of how much power fighters are starting to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're starting to realize their worth.
Yeah.
And they're starting to leverage it.
Right.
You know, and I think this is probably just the beginning.
Yeah, it's definitely something worth watching.
Yep.
So for the listener out there, you know, put yourself in Ilia Topuria's shoes. You're on top of the world. You've got the belt. What would you do? Would you go for the double champ status? Would you try and cement your legacy at featherweight? Or would you just try to get the biggest payday possible? You know, it's a tough decision.
A good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. But still a tough one. And it makes you realize just how much is at stake
in this game.
Hey, guys, that's going to do it for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.